Raiders of the Lost Shell. On a beautiful day in Cretaceous, Rocky was bouncing a ball outside the den. But when Gigantosaurus stomped past, Rocky began to show off. He grabbed the shiny shell and started to bat his ball higher and higher into the air until... Giganto, what's this? The ball crashed down onto the shell with a smash. "My special shell," cried Tiny, running over to inspect the mess. "I didn't know it was yours," Rocky said, frowning. "You should have been more careful." "I'm sorry, Tiny." Rocky took the broken shell to Mazu to see if she could fix it. "I'll try my best," Mazu said doubtfully. "But you might need to find a new shell." "I could do that," Rocky announced. "Where is your shell from, Tiny?" "My shell is from the lake." "This could be tricky." "The lake," Bill guessed. "It's dangerous there, and it's full of weird fish." But Rocky was determined to help his friend. "I'm not afraid," he boasted. "Come on, Tiny. Let's find you a new shell. Watch out for Termy, too." Later on, Rocky and Tiny dived into the lake in the Bill bubble. They gazed around the watery world and began their search for a new special shell. "Do you see any shells yet?" "No, but Bill was right about the weird fish." Up ahead, 3 dolphins were swimming playfully. "Hi, Plank, hi, Plunk, hi, Plunk," Tiny called out. "Have you seen any special shells?" "Not here," replied Plunk. "You should try diving deeper." "Hey, can you help us find a special shell?" The little dolphins zoomed around the Bill bubble in circles before swimming away. "Well, you heard them. Let's go deeper." Rocky cheered as the Bill bubble chugged along. "A special shell? That sounds cool." "Be careful. There are some big and scary fish around here." "Well, actually, Plank, Plonk, and Plunk are not dolphins. They're ichthyosaurs." "Dolphins are mammals. Ichthyosaurs are not mammals. They're reptiles. Their name means fish lizard. Well, at least they got the lizard part right when they named them." Dolphins and ichthyosaurs both look a lot like fish, but neither one is closely related in any way. Now let's just turn the page before I waste my battery on my camera. Next on their search, Rocky and Tiny noticed Leon the Orchelon near a stream of bubbles. "Hi, Leon. Have you seen any special shells around here?" Tiny asked. "Actually, I have," Leon replied. "There are some over there. Follow me." An orchelon is a kind of sea turtle. like you see in The Land Before Time 4, Journey Through the Myth. Tiny and Rocky followed Leon's trail. Suddenly, their eyes lit up as they spotted a pile of glimmering shells. Those shells are sparkling. Here they are. They're all so pretty, Tiny exclaimed. I don't know which one to take. Let's take all of them, decided Rocky. Well, you better be able to pay for those. And one more thing. Leon is Noel spelled backwards. Here comes the rope. Rocky lowered the rope from the build bubble. Careful. And Leon the turtle tied it around the pile of shells. All done. Because you didn't pay for your bows, there could be serious consequences. And this is why. But as soon as the friends slid off the shells, a loud voice boomed from beneath them. Hey, cried Termy, where do you think you're going? Termy burst out from the water deep below, and she was furious. We need to get away from here, Rocky cried. Let's go. Step on it. Tiny, Rocky, and Leon sped away, with Termy right behind them. Then the build bubble shook. Watch out, the sea vents are erupting, cried Leon. All at once, huge jets of water blasted out from the vents, sending coral flying everywhere. Go faster, Rocky, says Tiny. I'll show you faster, replies Rocky. Rocky pulled levers and pushed buttons, dodging the swarms of coal. Finally, the little dinos reached the shore with all their shells. But something was missing. Leon. What if Termy caught him? Wait, where's Leon? Cries Rocky. Oh no, he must still be in the lake, says Tiny, worried. We have to go back to help Leon, wailed Rocky. But how will we get past Termy? Just then, Tiny saw the three ichthyosaurs, which gave her an idea. Plonk, could you keep Termy busy for a while? Tiny asked. Sure. Plonk, let's dive. I think I just figured it out. The purple one is Plink, the blue one is Plonk, and the green one is Plunk. And once again, the ichthyosaurs, and not dolphins. Just ignore the mistakes in the book. Down at the bottom of the lake, Leon was trapped under a pile of coral, and Termy was getting closer and closer, with Leon crying out for help as loud as he could. Luckily, Plink, Plonk, and Plunk arrived just in time. What are you doing? And Termy screeched as the ichthyosaurs swam around in circles around her. She spun around after them, snapping her sharp teeth and jaws, but this made her very, very dizzy. She could get fatigued. Too slow. Stop that. Go away. Shame on you, frightening a poor old lady. Let's see what happens next. With Termy distracted, Tiny and Rocky dived down once again and freed Leon from the coral. Thank you for rescuing me. You really are great friends. You're welcome. Now let's dish and get out of here before it's too late. The friends swam past Termy without being noticed, and soon they were back on dry land. We made it, puffed Leon. Just barely. But why was Termy chasing us in the first place? Right on time, Termy shot out of the water, looking angrier than ever before. And she's like, "Give me back my shells, you ungrateful silly source." And Archulon. "Are those your shells?" Tiny gasped. Suddenly, Rocky and Tiny realized what they had done. "We're sorry, Termy," Rocky said. "We should have asked before taking the shells." Rocky and Tiny pushed the pile towards Termy, who happily sank back into the lake. "Oh no, we made a mistake. How I've missed you, my special shells." In the UK, realized it's spelled with an S, but in the US, it's spelled with a Z. In this book, realized it's spelled with an S. Rocky sighed. "I'm sorry, Tiny. After all that, you still don't have a new shell." But just as the friends were about to head home, Mazu and Bill came racing towards them. "Tiny," called Mazu excitedly, "we glued your shell back together." "Sorry, it's not perfect," said Bill. Except it was perfect, because when Tiny looked at this very special shell, she remembered how much her friends cared about her. "Actually, I think this shell is perfect. Just like our friendship." After Rocky breaks Tiny's special shell, the pair set off to find a new one. Diving into an underwater adventure, they soon discover more sparkly shells than they've ever seen before. But can they avoid the terrifying Termy, and is this treasure really theirs to take? Watch the episode, read the story, and discover the latest Gigantosaurus adventure.